Yesterday was certainly a chilly morning. A lot of us were into those 20s, even some teens out there. Into Eastland, 17 degrees. Out into Midland, we hit 28 degrees, which is our coldest temperature since February 22nd. So we haven't been that cold since until now, really. Yesterday, we hit 28 degrees. So certainly was a very chilly start at about 10 to 15 degrees to what we saw yesterday. That's where we are exactly at right now. 43 for both Midland and Odessa, certainly a warmer start into Fort Stockton at 56 degrees. Around 47 into the Key City and Millersville with around 42 in Cristobal and 45 out into San Angelo. Working with a handful of clouds today. Clouds are going to be intermittent, going around mostly sunny to partly cloudy throughout the day as our next system will be approaching, coming in off from the west, currently producing some snow showers out into near areas of Arizona, New Mexico, and up into near areas of Denver, where this is only the second time they are actually seeing snow this year. Otherwise, though, that system that's going to come in is going to bring a strong cold front. It is rather going to be pleasant, though, at least into the morning and afternoon hours. Once we head into the later portions of the evening, that's when we're going to start to feel those changes. I think more 50s and even some lower 60s into our northern counties. I think more middle 60s and some 70s along into that 7 to 10 p.m. range. That's when that cold front is going to come in just a little bit shortly after sunset, as it's going to make a full passage throughout much of the region by 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. And it's going to be rather breezy. There's going to be a temperature drop behind it, but we are watching that small chance of maybe some precipitation. Let's track it out. The cold front is going to end up kind of stalling along our northern counties. This is around 4 p.m. It's going to come down and bring that cold and breezier conditions where we are anticipating maybe a small chance of an isolated flurry or maybe sleet pellet into this area of pink into the northern portions of the big country as well into northern Lee County. And I do have highlighted the very much northern Permian Basin where I think impacts going to be very minimal, if any at all, but just be mindful of any potential small ice pellets in your car. It might need a little bit of extra time for that commute, but coverage remains very low, about 10 to 20% of us into the pink. The highest coverage as well north of us into near areas of Lubbock and Amarillo, well up into North Texas, where even then they're not going to be expecting a whole lot of snowfall overall. But that's only going to be into kind of those overnights into Thursday morning. I think most of us should be relatively dry with the exception of maybe a few isolated sprinkles into near areas of the big country Concho Valley by 7 a.m. But for the most part, most of us should be relatively above freezing. So wintry precipitation not going to be expected, instead more north of us. Heading into Thursday though, most of us will top out into those highs into the 40s. Today, it is certainly going to be warmer before then. We're going to work with those increasing clouds as that system approaches. Temperatures are going to top out into those 60s and 70s area wide. 70 for both Midland and Odessa, 71 out into Alpine. Those kind of upper 50s and lower 60s into the northern portions of the big country. Those temperatures warm, especially as you head into the Concho Valley as that cold front's going to be approaching even later, with 71 down into San Angelo, dropping to 45 heading into tomorrow. But we'll warm up rather quickly as we'll begin to see a little bit more sunshine into the forecast heading into Friday with mostly sunny conditions with plenty of sunny skies, as we are picking up a little bit of a westerly breeze as we'll see kind of a weak system move through early next week, but temperatures stay relatively seasonable in the 60s. We'll be right back after the break.